Okay. Shalom and blessings, everybody. I hope y'all having a good evening. This is a video addressing a guy by the name of Sakari. I don't know him personally. It's just that his video was sent to me through a friend for me to check out. Now his video, what's the name of his video? Was Judah? Dang, I forgot the name of the video. Hold on for a second. I forgot the name of his video. That quick. Okay, was only Judah scattered? That's the name of the video. I hate when I forget the name of stuff. But the name of his video was only Judah scattered. My friend of mine sent it to me to check out. Maybe probably thought he was talking about me in the video because of the video that I made, but I know that he wasn't talking to me, even though the subjects were similar. But anyhow, since I got the video, I decided to go ahead and address a lot of the scriptures he was trying to bring out in his video, just to bring more clarification on some of the things he was trying to bring out that are not true. So what we're going to do here is we're going to go through some more scriptures. Now, I originally wasn't planning on doing a second part of this video, but I figured, hey, what the heck, since it's on the same subject matter, I might as well go ahead and do it anyway. So we're going to go over some of the scriptures he brought out in his video and just debunk it. And I thought it was rather funny, a lot of the things he was trying to say in his video. I got one question. I'm trying to figure out, like, he said that okay, so let's see, all those tribes, the Northern Kingdom was sold into the transatlantic slave trade, who he say are the people on that 12 tribe chart, those so-called white Israelites. You see what I'm saying? Now, it's kind of weird to me. Okay, so let me get this straight. So, the 8 tribes that are white, basically, were sold into the transatlantic slave trade, but none of them are left. Only Benjamin, Judah, and Levi, who look like me, according to your 12 tribe chart, are the only 3 who look like, Judah, Levi and Benjamin looking like Judah, but the 3 looking alike, those are the only 3 tribes that was left in a major portion on the west coast of Africa. So none of the white Israelites was left on the west coast of Africa. None of the Mexicans, none of the Puerto Ricans, none of the people in Guatemala, all these people y'all got on this chart. So none of them was left in the millions on the west coast of Africa like Judah, Benjamin, and Levi. And the Igbo tribe alone, who are Judah, that's 40 million. So no of the Israelites of the other 8 tribes or 10 tribes, but even the ones you say that's like 8 of them being of these white Caucasian looking people, was left on the west coast of Africa. They got every single one of them, huh? I mean, where are the Mexicans on the west coast of Africa like Judah, Benjamin, Levi? Where are the Puerto Ricans? Where are all these white Israelites? I mean, that's just kind of weird to me. But anyway, look, let's go ahead and go through some of the scriptures he went through. And I'm sorry if it seems like I'm a little bit out of, I'm kind of tired, but I figure I'd just go ahead and do this and knock it out the way. We're going to start at, let's see here. Let's start at Deuteronomy chapter 30:3. This is one of the scriptures he went over. Let's see, it says, that then the Lord thy God will turn thy captivity and have compassion upon thee, and will return and gather thee from all the nations, whether the Lord thy God have scattered thee. So he's trying to say that in this scripture, it's meaning that that Israel was scattered, you know, to the four corners like Judah. Man, that's crazy. But anyway, that's very untrue. So I don't know how he get that information. But anyway, that's not even, talking about Israel. But anyway, let's go ahead to the next scripture. But that's the scripture that he started off with. Okay. Let's go ahead to the next scripture he went into right after that. He went into 1 Kings 22 and 17. Watch this, y'all. 1 Kings 22 and 17. Okay. Let's get this right quick. Gotta fly through this. Okay, let's see. 1 Kings 22 and 17. And he said, I saw all Israel scattered upon the hills as sheep that have not a shepherd. And the Lord said, these have no master. Let them return every man to his house in peace. So this is another scripture that he's using to justify and say that Israel also was, scattered with Judah in the transatlantic slave trade, to the four corners. Now, the one thing I can't agree with him with is that, yes, Israel was scattered too. But in my video, I basically say that also Israel was scattered. But here's the problem. Israel was scattered, but only Judah was scattered to the four corners. Israel was just scattered to the borders. And I went over that information. Most of I went over that information in my video and in other videos as well, especially my second Exodus video. Okay. Yes, Israel was scattered too, but Israel was scattered to the borders. Judah was scattered beyond the borders. Okay, so yes, Israel and Judah are scattered. Now let's go over this scripture right here that he tried to justify this, and he said that this is talking about Israel being scattered. To the borders. No, it's not. That's not what this is talking about. This is talking about when they went into battle. Okay, so I told you a lot of these people don't know what they're talking about. They do not know what they're talking about. They taking scriptures and they taking it and trying to twist it to what they want it to be to justify whatever information they're trying to put out. So let's get a breakdown of this. We're gonna start up here. Let's start up here at 13. Okay, we're gonna read 1 Kings chapter 22. We're gonna start at 13 and read through 18. Okay, he just read verse 17. Let's start at 13. And the messenger that was gone to call Micaiah speak unto him, saying, behold now, the words of the prophet declare good unto the king with one mouth. Let thy word, I pray thee, be like the word of one of them, and speak that which is good. Okay, let's start right here. So what he's saying right here, a messenger came to Micaiah the prophet, and he was telling him, hey, look, when you go to the king of Israel, give him a good prophecy. And basically he was telling Micaiah, okay, he was telling him to lie. Don't give him what the Most High is actually telling you, but give him a good prophecy, a good report. So he was basically telling him to lie. And then let's see what goes on from here. Let's go down to 14. Okay. And Micaiah said, as the Lord liveth, what the Lord saith unto me, that I will speak. Okay, he's saying I will say whatever the Most High tells me to say. This is what he's telling right here. Let's go to 15. So he came to the king. And the king said unto him, Micaiah, shall we go against, what is this? Let's see, Ramoth Gilead to battle. Okay, should we go against Ramoth Gilead to battle, or shall we forbear? Meaning, you know, shall we abstain? Shall we wait? Shall we not go into battle? Okay. And he answered him, go and prosper, for the Lord shall deliver it into the hand of the king. So Micaiah said, go ahead. He shall, you know what I'm saying, you know, cause you to win this battle. This battle is yours. He shall deliver it into your hands. But that wasn't the true message that the Most High gave him. Okay, now listen up. We at verse 16. And the king said unto him, how many times shall I adjure thee that thou tell me nothing but that which is true in the name of the Lord? So now the king is telling him, hey, look, stop giving me these false prophecies, but whatever the Most High told you to tell me, give it to me straight. So that's what he's saying to Micaiah right now. Now, Micaiah, he's going to switch it around right here in verse 17. He's going to go ahead and tell him what the Most High actually said. Now, this is the real meaning of this scripture. Where Sakari was trying to use it to justify saying that this was Israel being scattered. This was not talking about that. Now, listen, verse 17. And he said, I saw all Israel scattered upon the hill, as sheep that have not a shepherd. And the Lord said, these have no master, let them return every man to his house in peace. Now, this is talking about the battle. So now he gave the king of Israel the true prophecy about him not winning the battle. He basically said his men was weak. This is the breakdown of this. And he said, I saw all Israel scattered upon the hill. So he said, look, the Most High said, you know what I'm saying, in the vision, okay, I saw all Israel scattered, okay, upon the hill. So they were scattered up there on the hill like sheep waiting to go to battle. And then he said, okay, as sheep that have no shepherd. So they was up there waiting to go to battle with no leader. They was up on the hill waiting to go to battle with no leader. And then he said, and the Lord said, these have no master. They have no leader. Let them return every man to his house in peace. So since they have no leader and they standing up there looking crazy, tell them to go home. Go home in peace. Don't die today. You're not going to win this battle. Now, let's read verse 18. And the king of Israel said unto Jehoshaphat, did I not tell thee that he would prophesy no good concerning me, but evil? Okay, you hear that? So now since Micaiah told him the truth, he said, look, you prophesied me something that was bad that I didn't want to hear. Matter of fact, I consider it to be evil. Because now you telling me I'm not going to win the battle. You say my men are standing up there on the hill, scattered, looking like sheep. They looking crazy without no leader. And he said he told Jehoshaphat, see, I told you, he really actually had something bad to tell me. So this was not talking about Israel being scattered to the four corners with Judah. So what are you talking about? Y'all see how quickly he just took that scripture, didn't know what he was talking about, and made many people believe that this one scripture was talking about Israel being scattered with Judah to the four corners. What? Come on, man. People crazy. This, I told y'all, man, y'all got to listen to people carefully. He's just taking one scripture, using it to make it say what he wanted to say. Now let's go to some of the scriptures. Again, I do agree with him talking about Israel is scattered. Yes, Israel is scattered. But not to the four corners. They're scattered to the borders. And many of you who've seen my first video, you know, that's what I was talking about. They are scattered to the borders. Yeah, they scattered. They're scattered abroad to the borders. One of the main things we have to understand is that, you see, Israel is scattered to the borders. They're scattered all throughout Africa. Among the Hamites, they're scattered in West Africa. They're scattered in East Africa. They're scattered in South Africa, mostly West Africa. And not just in those places, they also not scattered to the Western Hemisphere, but they scattered back east up into the Islam countries. How did that happen? 200 years before the transatlantic slave trade, you had the Arab slave trade. 200 years prior. And many of those were Israelites. They got taken into captivity back into those Islamic nations, back into those Arab nations. So you got millions of Israelites scattered back up there in what we know as the Middle East today. So now you got Israelites scattered up there among all those Arab nations, and you got the Israelites scattered throughout Africa among all the Hamitic nations. So yeah, they scatter all around there. They are scattered all around those nations. So when it says that Israel is scattered among many nations, those are the many nations. There's 54 different nations on the continent of Africa alone. Now you have to go over there to the Middle East. How many Arab nations up there? And then you still got some Israelites that all of them didn't leave out of all of them did not leave out of Assyria. You got Israelites still scattered up that way. So they are scattered among the nations, but not to the four corners with Judah. It's easy to debunk that. That's too easy to debunk that. And basically the rest of the scriptures that he bring out, that right there debunks it. Every other scripture he bring out. These are all the other scriptures he bring out, y'all. Listen to this. He bring out Jeremiah 50. Jeremiah chapter 50, verse 17. Joel chapter 3, verse 2. Zechariah chapter 1, verse 9. James 1 and 1. Matthew 10 and 6. And Matthew 10 and 6. Matthew 10. Oh my goodness. Look, man. Matthew 10 and 6. When it's he was saying, go to the lost sheep of the house of Israel. He was talking to the 12 apostles, the 12 disciples. Okay. All you have to do is just go one scripture up and you will get that information. He was talking to the 12 disciples, and he was telling them, look, stay out the way of the heathen. Go to the lost sheep of the house of Israel. He wasn't saying they was lost as in scattered. He's saying they was lost because they wasn't keeping the law, statutes, and commandments of the Most High. They wasn't following the ways of the Most High. So he was saying, go deliver them the message like I came to give you the message down here in the southern kingdom. The Israelites in that time was still in the northern kingdom. They wasn't scattered nowhere. He was telling the 12 disciples, look, go up into the northern kingdom and take them this message and stay out the way of the heathen. They weren't lost. They were still in the northern kingdom. Again, what are you talking about? Y'all see what I'm talking about? This is crazy. Some of the other scriptures he brought out was John 11:52 and John 10:16. And basically all those scriptures say the same thing, that Israel was scattered. Yes, again, Israel is scattered, but not to the four corners. They did not get scattered to the four corners. They got scattered to the borders. They got scattered to the borders. So Judah and Israel is scattered, but Judah is scattered to the four corners of the world. So all that stuff he's bringing out, man, it's complete nonsense, and it's too easy to debunk. I mean, I could debunk it with my eyes closed. Really, that's nothing. I just wanted to show you a little bit how y'all being deceived who do listen to him. Oh man, y'all gotta be smarter than that. I mean, a lot of stuff the rest of the stuff he said in there was just, it's too stupid to even talk about, to even carry on about, you know. And I'm too tired. I just decided to go ahead and make this video. I know many of you probably tell I'm tired right now, you know. I was gonna go through all of them scriptures, but I'm like, for what? They all say the same thing, and basically they all debunked right now. What's the point of going through them? I'm about to go get me some Z's, you know, get me some sleep. I just wanted to comment on that matter. Again, look, man, that's too easy, and it's crazy. Is you got people just going around and lying over stuff like that. It really doesn't even make no sense. Okay, trying to make people Israelites that are not Israelites, trying to make themselves Israelites. You know, the Mexicans and Puerto Ricans and all these other nations, okay, who are not our people. Well, you know, you have a lot of our people who are trying to make them Israelites anyway. I don't know what's wrong with us, man. This is crazy. They jump out of bed with one white supremacy and then get in bed with another white supremacy. Crazy, crazy. But anyway, look, I ain't gonna keep y'all up. I ain't trying to stay up. Look, thank you for tuning in to this short video. This was just a short rebuttal video. Too easy. Ain't nobody got time for that nonsense. Too easy to debunk. You know, whatever. Y'all stay up. Be blessed. Shalom.